right, well, today's going to be a review on the Morento Air Purifier. Just in the interest of full disclosure, I just want to say that this came in free of charge from Morento. And let's check out some of the features when it comes to how this will lead to healthier living in your home. All right, so currently we're looking at the Morento Air Purifier for home. Air purifier for pet smoke dander odors with fragrance sponge. Small air purifier with sleep mode for bedroom office, blue ambient light, and the model is MR2566. And let's take a look. Obviously, right now there is a $10 coupon on Amazon and weighs roughly about 2.5 pounds. Okay, so some highlights of this product include its aromatherapy sponge on the inside, and I just tested this myself in the video you're currently seeing. I did a few drops in it just to get an overall feeling or bearing on whether or not that actually works, and you do kind of smell the fragrance. And again, the diffusing oil that I purchased came from the Dollar Tree. Didn't really make that much of a difference. I can see maybe if this unit is right next to your head, then maybe you will smell the fragrance coming from the fan itself. But honestly, I don't consider that very much an effective selling feature. When it comes to the level of decibels, when it comes to the noise generation, I would say it is kind of a noisy product. I'm about to use it later on in my test video when it comes to the night mode, but currently the first two fans that I put it on, it's pretty noisy, and it kind of has to be, right? Just because it's such a small fan, which means it has to move a lot more air through it, and especially a smaller space. So far, yeah, it's small. It uses about 7 watts of electricity. It has a nice ambient lighting. I'll agree with that. But at the end of the day, especially if you're trying to sleep at night, you're not going to be using that ambient lighting tool just because, again, you're trying to sleep. And when it comes to light therapy, various types of light, especially green and blue style lights, can most certainly inhibit your quality of sleep. Yes, it most certainly has 2 adjustable fan speeds, which are both pretty noisy in my opinion. And again, you're going to get a sample of that in a second. So at least in my mind, when it comes to the 360-degree clean air filter, that's pretty much almost the same style filter you find in a really expensive Dyson fan or one of its knockoffs. So, between this unit and something like a really big Dyson fan, I'd imagine one probably moves a lot more air a lot quicker than the other, and especially for certain size rooms. Now, some benefits associated with this air purifier would be that since it is so noisy, it actually might make a really good white noise machine if you place it next to your door, if you have an office. And even though they state that you want to replace your filter every 3 to 6 months, I can definitely see these clogging a lot faster than that if you run it continuously. So it has 2 fan speeds and also a night operations mode. So that's why it says 3 various speeds when it comes to the fan itself. The aromatherapy, like I said, isn't a great feature. The timer, obviously, if you're sleeping at night, that would be beneficial. And the ambient light, honestly, unless you use it during the day or you have like a massage parlor or something like that, or offer a service where you want your clients to be relaxed, like a nail salon, I really don't see you using that too often. The carbon filter should really help when it comes to various scents in the air and might actually negate the aromatherapy portion of all this, right? If you're generating a scent and the carbon filter is meant to neutralize a lot of those odors, well, guess what's going to happen? All right, so on Amazon, as of right now, when I was creating this video, it has a 4.7 out of 5-star review out of 33 global ratings. Customers say that the fit and noise level of the purifier was a selling feature for them, and that's easy to use and is very compact, which again, I would agree with. When it comes to the noise level, again, it's not really intrusive, but it is most certainly noisy. And this is the nighttime mode. The nighttime mode, I mean, is barely audible, right? But at the same time, it's not pushing that much air. And if you have a clogged filter, guess what's going to happen when it comes to that ultra low mode? All right, so some fascinating facts about the unit have to do with its portability, its overall size, and of course the amount of volume that this sucker pushes through when it comes to being so small and only operating off of 7 watts of electricity. So with that said, it's got a few options when it comes to fan speeds, an ultra silent mode when it comes to nighttime use, and of course a timer for, what does that say, 2, 5, and 8 hours. But what's most notable about this unit has to do with its diffuser, which I thought was really intriguing. And aromatherapy is real science, although I will say try to stay away from certain aromas for developing, especially adolescent boys, such as lavender, which there is some controversy having to do with prolactin levels. But I'll have you do your own research on that. Obviously, put a couple of droplets in here, put the cap back on, and let it go. I will kind of caution people that are thinking about purchasing this unit. It is a very small form factor, meaning that even if this sucker can push a lot of volume of air through it, you're gonna have to replace the filters quite often, especially if you run this continuously. So this would be pretty much good in a small bedroom or office or even a bathroom when it comes to the size that I'd recommend this unit for. But with that said, I'll leave that decision up to you. All in all, I do think it's a decent unit for what its claims are broadcasting, which is a small to medium-sized room. And medium would be pushing it, right? So keep it to a small room, and you should be all set. So with that said, stay tuned to another episode of Change Talk.